My guest today is a star receiver on the Baltimore Ravens. He played college football in Minnesota and was drafted by the Ravens in the first round of the 2021 NFL Draft. He's got great hands, fabulous footwork, and speed. It's my absolute honor to welcome to Jake's Takes, Rashod Bateman. What's up, Rashod? How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you so much, obviously, for taking your time to do this. And thank you so much for being so nice to me and also for coming over to me at the game and having a great chat with me, good conversation. I truly appreciated that. So thank you.
Most definitely, always, bro.
Yeah, and boy, that was before quite the game, huh? Guys took
It
on the
was.
Dolphins.
It was a good one, man. We came out on top. It was a good game all around. Defense showed out, offense showed out, and we're looking forward to many more games like that.
100%. You guys look so dominant. It was although in the beginning of the game, like the first two Dolphins drives, they did look like they were getting some good yardage, but then the defense shut the door on them. And obviously Lamar throwing his five touchdowns, that was crazy. Just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, man. Our defense, man. I think it's kind of self-explanatory. They've been putting on the show all year. Lamar Jackson. He's going to do Lamar Jackson things. So, definitely the MVP in my opinion. So, man, I hope he definitely wins that vote. He got mine.
I agree. He also has got my vote. And that game was one of the games that it felt like playoff football before playoff football because you guys knew what you were competing for. They knew what they were competing for. So that was an amazing game and it was just crazy.
It was, man. There was a lot of energy surrounding that game. It was a lot at stake. Definitely for both teams. Dolphins are a very good team. I hate to see them go out how they did, but it was definitely a hard fought game on both sides, no matter the outcome. But it was definitely a good game to be a part of.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that Dolphins Chiefs game a little bit later, but as of right now, how's the off week going? You enjoying the bye?
Yeah, man, it's good, man. We got some good work. This week at practice, it was good. To stay in Baltimore. Get some work done. Man, we just sharpen our tools, sharpen our craft. To get ready for this first divisional game, man. We're on the road to the playoffs right now, so the guys are definitely locked in right now.
Yeah. Anyway, so when I was at the game, I couldn't help but notice your relationship with OBJ. I saw you guys running some slant routes together. How amazing has his mentorship, like how much has that meant to you?
Man, it's been amazing, man. It's kind of hard to put into words. I grew up watching this dude. He was my idol. Growing up, watching him get all the way to to where he's at right now. Being able to be on the same team as him right now is definitely surreal. I've learned a lot from him. Battling injuries and stuff like that. So, man, it's been good. It's been good all around.
Yeah, he's quite the amazing football player, but something I
Yeah,
love about him is that you know how like they do the player introductions?
yeah,
So he's got the best one. It's like Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, Himothy
yeah.
University. I laugh every time. It's amazing.
Yeah, he definitely created a wave, with that one. Man, he is him. He's one of him. It's plenty of hymns out here, but he's definitely one of them for sure.
Yeah, he's amazing. Anyway, I wanted to ask you about the running back room this year. It's been a roller coaster all year round. First, your number one running back, J.K. Dobbins, goes down with injury. Then Keaton Mitchell steps up and looks like a stud, but he ultimately also got hurt. And now you signed Dalvin Cook to go with Gus Edwards. How big of an addition is Dalvin Cook? And you think he'll be ready to get considerable snaps next week?
Man, I'm not sure what it looks like, but Dalvin is an amazing player. We've got a good running back room. I hate those guys who went out how they did, but Eric DeCosta, John Harbaugh, they make some very good decisions, all around business wise, and we all know Dalvin Cook. We all know what he's capable of. He's looked very good and amazing since he's been there. So, I'm excited to see what he's going to do. Yeah, I definitely feel like he's going to be a part of this offense, help us win a Super Bowl. So, man, I'm ready to see how we use him, man. I'm ready to see how we, fit him to the game plan and see him score some touchdowns and stuff. So, I'm definitely excited for it.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the running back room this year. Tons of injuries and just still plowing through, having one of the best run games in the league. And at that game I was at, by the way, I think Justice Hill went off. He had like 210 yards. Like I
Yeah,
know some of them were on a kick return, but like he was amazing. How
yeah.
special was that?
I mean, we know what Justice is capable of too. I mean, Justice has been balling out. I think this year overall has been his best year yet. We do an amazing job of using him and being creative with him. And he's an amazing person. God and man. So, man, it's definitely amazing. To see Justice do what he do. And it's probably definitely many more to come for him. So yeah, man, he definitely balled out that game. He puts in a lot of hard work behind closed doors. He's been through injuries and stuff like that too. So man, it's good to see guys get what they deserve. He definitely deserves it.
Yeah, he definitely deserved that. I was super impressed with him. Anyway, so I just talked about obviously I talked about the running backs. I talked
Mhm.
about Lamar a little bit. I gotta ask you about the wide receiver room a little bit more. So it's interesting. I was looking at it, and you had a little bit of a similar situation that Zay Flowers had. You came to Baltimore as a first round pick with high expectations. Do you feel like you're kind of like reliving this rookie season through Zay? Like, what advice are you trying to give it to him? Or do you feel like it's in you again?
I mean, for me, man, it kind of feels like it's my rookie year again. Um, it's kind of the same, but at the same, it's not the same. We got different coaches, different system. Um, but man, it's been amazing for me personally, and for Zay, to watch him do what he's doing. Breaking Ravens rookie records. It it's cool, man. You can't ask for much better than that. The only advice that I've been giving him is, man, to continue to be you, just keep doing your thing. That's how I live my life. That's how I go, about my business. So man, I'm just happy to be here, be a part of it because that guy's going to continue to be a stud in the league. So I'm excited to what he's doing in the playoffs, man. He's been balling out all year, man. So definitely looking forward to it.
So I want to get to the playoffs, the current playoffs that's going on right now. This wild card weekend so far has had a bunch of great games.
It's been wild.
It's been crazy. But the first game of the week though, it was your division rivals, the Cleveland Browns, getting smoked by Ricky Phenom, CJ Stroud, and the Texans.
Yeah.
Dude, that was ridiculous. Be honest though, Rashod. Were you going for the Texans in that game? Because it kind of affected you were playing in the divisional round. What were you? Who were you rooting for there?
I mean, I wasn't really rooting for anybody, but I definitely thought the Browns were going to win. The Texans went in the underdogs. I haven't really watched them play, since we played them. I feel like divisions kind of focus on, their division. AFC North teams kind of, keep up with AFC North, and I feel like, most divisions do that. So I haven't been able to see them play a lot, but I know CJ's been balling. But I also know what the Browns are capable of. We're very familiar with them. So, I, man, I misjudged that one. I definitely misjudged that one, but that was a good game, man, and I'm happy for CJ. He's been through a lot. He's a rookie doing amazing things. So, shout out to the Texans, man. They got something good going over there.
Yeah, seriously. It's crazy. CJ has been amazing. I saw some people on the internet. I think they were saying like after the win against Cleveland, they're like, "Are we sure CJ Stroud's a rookie? We sure about this?"
Yeah,
Like,
I
what's
mean, it's hard to call him a rookie with the amazing plays that he's creating. The stat line that he has. The team loved him, the organization loved him. And, he's doing what everybody thought he couldn't do. And I think that's even more power and more special to his story.
Yeah, and he did it all against the Browns' amazing defense. So that was pretty
Exactly.
impressive.
Exactly. That was pretty impressive, man. He's gonna have a good career. He's gonna have a good career for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Anyway, so another huge game this week was the Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Miami Dolphins in negative 20 degrees. Dude, did you see Andy Reid's mustache? It was frozen. It had icicles on it. It was so funny.
Yeah, man. But I went to college in Minnesota, so I'm kind of used to the cold and playing in it. But I just kind of feel like Miami wasn't prepared for that. But I don't know, man. Casey came out on top. Pat Mahomes did his thing per usual. Got to give credit where credit is due, but um, Dolphins dealt with a lot of injuries over the season. So it's a lot of factors that play into it, man. But you just never know how the game's going to go, man. You got to go out there and play your best 7-super game. I think the Chiefs was able to do that. Okay.
I want to ask you. So obviously, as a receiver, you play so hard all year. You work on your craft, and then the playoffs come, and it's a snow game, and you know that they're not going to throw the ball nearly as much. Does that make you upset? Doesn't that like feel a little bit annoying? Like let the players play with the skill that's needed. I feel like the NFL should like mandate like to have a dome for your arenas. Make sure that snow doesn't affect our receivers' play, and it can affect the whole game.
I mean, if we got a dome, it shouldn't affect your play. But I mean, if it is snowing like that, I mean, from a receiver's point of view, bro, um, you want the ball, but in situations like that, you're almost like, don't throw me the ball. You rather do whatever the team needs. If that's running the ball, that's that. If it's throwing the ball, that's that. But from a receiver, bro, it's hard to catch the ball in conditions like that. So I don't think we will complain too much about getting the ball in weather like that, especially if we're winning. If we're winning, then nobody's complaining as long as we come out with the dub. But if we lose and we got to throw the ball, then plays got to be made. So, we got to just be able to lock in mentally and be able to fight the cold and fight the mental battles that come with it. I went through it before playing in Minnesota, but um, it's been a while for me. So hopefully I don't get no cold games like that.
Yeah, I want to ask you about one more wild card game. So, so obviously the Packers blew out the Cowboys today, and what a story this has been.
Yeah,
Year after year, Dallas loses. Stephen A. Smith's gonna be on an absolute field day tomorrow. It's gonna be hilarious.
for sure.
Like, how upsetting have the Cowboys been the last couple of years? I genuinely just feel bad for them.
I mean, I'm not gonna really speak on it, man, but I can only imagine that it's tough. Those guys put in a lot of work, to come out, with the outcome that they do. But man, I know they're working hard, to fix, whatever problems that may be causing them to go out like that. They got amazing players, amazing staff. Um, you know, you just gotta have it all click at the right time. God's timing for everybody is different, but um, that's really all I can say, man. Keep it positive for them, but I can only imagine how tough it really is.
Anyway, so I want to go back to your Ravens for my last question, all right?
Hmm.
So last year you guys were real contenders. You guys were 8-4 after week 12, and you had a chance at the Super Bowl. But then MVP Lamar Jackson went down with a knee injury. And this was just a devastating injury as the team was already so banged up with you, Tyus Bowser, David Ojabo, Marcus Peters, Devin Duvernay, and just many others being hurt as well. But this wasn't the first time that Lamar got hurt right before the playoffs. It happened the year before as well. How important has health been this year to contribute to you guys remaining to be a top contender?
It's a blessing to have everybody on the team health wise. To even be in a position that we were last year shows the credit to the organization for even making the playoffs with all the guys that we missed and being able to be a contender. And we were still in the hard fought game, with the Bengals that came down, to the wire. But this year shows, if we keep everybody healthy and do what we need to do, that we have a real opportunity, to be successful. Shout out to, our training staff, our coaching staff, our doctors, the people that's, keeping us safe, on the field. It's a real credit to them. And it's definitely, it definitely works for wonders for us and it's been effective for us. So it's good to have our top players out in the field, battling for us, because it definitely helps us out a lot.
Yeah, it's amazing. You guys are, I think you're fully healthy now, almost fully healthy now. Mark
Yeah.
Andrews is coming back. That's some big news.
Yeah,
Oh,
man, he's creeping, man. He's creeping. It's definitely good to see him back in the field, running around. For any guy that's come off injury, man, now that I've been through it, I know how I feel. So, definitely excited for him. You know what I'm saying? To be able to be back on the field right now. He's working really hard, man. I'm excited to see what happens with him.
Rashod, thank you so much for coming on my show today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Did you have fun with me today?
Man, I did, man. I appreciate you taking the time out, and I'm gonna just continue to do your thing, bro. It's just cool what you're doing. Um, you know all the facts, man. You know the game pretty well. But just keep following your dreams, bro, man, and it all comes true.